How we doing, boys, girls, and everything in between? It's your boy, and I'm back finally after about 10 months or something. And I'm finally going back to my roots. We're going to be predicting Misfits 21 for May 16th. We're going to be going over every fight, seeing who I think is going to win. And stay tuned, because I'm telling you, it's going to surprise you. Or am I not? I don't know. So let's get into it. First of all, we got our second ever Survivor Tag fight, which, I mean, I've been vocal, I think, before that I think Survivor Tag is kind of stupid. I'm not going to lie, I don't have much interest in this. However, it is for, I think, the interim heavyweight title? I might be wrong, it might not even be for any title, but we have a heavyweight Survivor Tag, and we have the former champion Tempo Arts, we've got Big Tobes, Godson, and Chris Pitchard, who I have no idea who he is. And here's the thing, is like, I have no idea who's going to win this. I think Tempo Arts and Big Tobes, that'll be a great fight. Don't know who Chris is. And the only thing I have to say is that Godson ain't winning, bro. Like, let's be so real. That brother, he ain't winning. So my official prediction, I'll just say, I'll spice it up. I'll say Big Tobes wins that. But next up we have Wakey Wines and Modine. Now this is going to be the fight of the century. This is what Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather should have been. This is going to be the greatest fight of all time, no doubt about it. Wakey Wines, one of the greatest, most prolific boxers in, like, history, I'm pretty sure. And Modine, the only man to ever go through a whole fight without throwing a single punch. I mean, if that doesn't tell you that he's goated, I don't know what will. I'm going to go Wakey Wines on this one because I think it'd be really funny if he won. Next up, we got Joey Knight versus Andrew Rawson, or whatever his name is. He's like a really good Thai boxer, I think, or something. Not too sure. Haven't seen anything from him. I'm going to say Joey Knight wins. Just because I've seen Joey Knight fight, so I know he's pretty good. And I'm rooting for him here because I want to get him, back in the title scene. Maybe have a rematch with Cray Cray. Maybe fight Dean the Great. Dean the Great versus Joey Knight. Great fight. Love that fight. We got we got Will Anderson, versus Jordan Banjo. I think Jordan Banjo is going to take this. He's had a lot more training, from what I know, than Will Anderson. Will Anderson's only had like a few weeks of training, but Banjo has had a lot of training, from what I've heard. He's been in the gym for months as opposed to weeks for Will. So I think he's going to take it pretty comfortably. Now, my fight of the night, my personal fight of the night, Waleed Sharks versus Fox the G. If Waleed Sharks loses this fight, I'm going to be real, it's kind of done out for him because the guy's lost his last two, I think, which were both against Dean. He beat IPAP, but, who hasn't beat IPAP? Like, let's be so real. And you have Fox the G, who's on an absolute rampage at the minute. 2 first-round KOs. The Spartan KO was amazing. The Evil Hero KO was kind of weak, but that's only because the Evil Hero gave up after like 30 seconds. My official prediction, I'm going to put Fox on this. I think Fox is going to pull it out with a points decision win. That's my official prediction. Yeah, I know. I'm going to be that guy. But we got the champion Chase Damore fighting a man named Tank Tolman. I think I'm reading that correctly. And I have no idea about anything about this Tank dude. So I'm going to say Chase wins just because it'd be nice to see Chase get another win, After his abysmal beginning to his career, I think the fact he hasn't given up and he's still kept going is very admirable. I hope he stays the champion. He gets that rematch with Tempo Arts. So whoever wins the Survivor Tag, actually. I'd love to see that fight. Survivor Tag winner versus Chase Damore for the title. But we got Idris Virgo versus Ty Mitchell next. And, Ty Mitchell, I've heard, killed a guy, in the street or something, which is a bit mad. Yeah, that's a bit wild. So I'm going to say Idris Virgo wins this, just because, I don't know. Fuck it, man. I'm rooting for the underdog here. Idris is the underdog here. And Ty Mitchell, he's a lot bigger. And if Idris can counteract him, then that'd be pretty goated. I'm going to go Idris here, although Ty Mitchell is the favorite. Next up, and finally, is the main event. Darren Till and Darren Stewart. Darren Stewart calls himself the Dentist. Not sure why. Maybe that was his profession before fighting. I don't know. I'm not here to judge. But I think this is going to be a sweep for Darren Till. I think he's been training boxing longer. Stewart, great fighter. This could go either way, honestly. Battle of the Darrens, I'd like to see some kind of bet go on the line, the loser has to change his first name to something else because, it's Darren versus Darren. We're going to see who the best Darren is in Misfits. So, yeah. I think the winner of Darren Till versus Darren Stewart should go on to fight Danny Aarons, just because I think it'd be really funny to watch that fight. because Danny Aaron's is really annoying. So yeah, there's my official prediction, guys. Darren Till to win the main event. And that is my official prediction on all of these fights. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe or I will come to your house with a bazooka and blow up your pet kangaroo. Bye. Goodbye.